The member from Toronto Danforth.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, my question to the Premier. Since the Premier is selling off Hydro One profits will be going to the private sector. But the bills are still coming to the province, not Hydro One. 15% of Hydro One's profits will go to Bay Street, but 100% of a $3 million bill for IPO-related expenses will go straight to the province. Wow. That means Ontarians will pay the bill, not Hydro One, not its new private investors. If this is such a great deal, why are Ontario families going to be stuck paying this bill?
Wow. Minister of Finance.
So we have the broadening of ownership of Hydro One. We just finished the IPO. We just sourced $3 billion as a result to invest in other assets, into the Trillium Trust. And we also had an additional $1 billion in special dividends just prior to the IPO, which again enables us to enhance the value of Hydro One and the benefit to the shareholders, which 84% of which are Ontarians and the taxpayer. And the broadening of ownership, Mr. Speaker, included 40% retailers from Ontario. Bottom line is we have a company that's now valued more, is more efficient, has greater board governance and executive control, and the company is outperforming than it's ever done before, and it will continue to provide greater benefit to us as shareholders of the company that we still have, Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary.
Speaker, it didn't take long for the Premier to give in to her very powerful friends. They will get 15% of Hydro One's profit, and they'll pay 0% of this $3 million bill. This bill was for the period that ended September 30th. The IPO didn't close until November 5th, and the Premier is still planning to sell more. How much more will Ontario families be paying so that Bay Street investors don't have to pay a cent?
Mr. Speaker, the value of Hydro One and the shareholders, us as owners of this company, is now been determined at the high end. That's net of all these other expenses that the member is speaking of. We have just maintained and enabled this company to provide greater value, provide greater capital gains for the province that we're now able to reinvest to produce new assets at even greater returns. The member opposite is making claims that is actually monies that have been awarded to ourselves. We are the ones benefiting from all of this at the end, not some other mystical operation. The fact is the net result of this IPO has enabled us to source $3 billion more for other investments in the province while still retaining 86% ownership of the corporation, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.